opening kickoff just moments away, and we'll be back to bring it to you after this. We're back at was recovered by Youngstown Ursline on an onside kick, and John Caporanis bringing us the play-by-play.
First play of the ball game. Third. Now that's Anthony Keneally inside the Warren Harding 30 down to the 28-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play for the power driving fullback. He comes into the ball game, by the way, the 5th leading rusher in the Stillwater Conference, averaging 4.2 yards per carry. Opening kickoff of the ball game again. Youngstown Ursline on the squib kick. The Panthers unable to hang on to it, and Ursline recovering at the Warren Harding 34-yard line.
Well, both coaches talked about establishing things early, and that's a big plus for Ursline here, to be able to kick off and then have possession without Harding running a play.
So the Panther defense off the gut right off, or on the spot right off the old get-go. That's Anthony Keneally again, stopped right at the line of scrimmage by the left side of the Warren Harding defensive unit. Vince Galladay, number 11, in on the stop for the Panthers. Third down, let's call it 5 yards to go for the Irish. Panther defensive unit, as you saw in the graphic in our pregame, giving up only 34 points in the first 7 games of the 1984 campaign. Number 24, Mike Diagidio, flank to the left side. Eye in the backfield behind George Beck. Sterling McPherson close to the first down. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, but squirmed his way through. Sterling Hayden down to the 25-yard line. Very close to the first down, but it's going to set up a 4th and about 2 feet to go for the Irish. Two minutes gone here in the first quarter.
There you see the giveaway graphic. Ursline +9, Warren Harding +10.
Our eye in the backfield. 4th down, 2 feet to go for the first down. Beck gives the ball to Keneally. Flags all over the place.
Well, it won't be a loss of down here. It looks like the whistle blew to deaden the ball. It's going to be a 5-yard infraction against Ursline for illegal procedure, but they'll have the down over again. It'll be more difficult, of course, to pick up the 5 yards than it would be the couple of feet.
Moving it back to the 30-yard line of Warren Harding. By the way, the officials tonight, referee Tony Montana, the umpire Ed Bush, head linesman Bob Marino, line judge Ernie Kratzis, and the back judge Larry Griffith. A total of 82 years of officiating experience on this crew tonight. Here we go. 4th down, 6 to go from the Panther 30-yard line. Back to throw. Drilled as he lets it go. Has a man complete down at the 1-yard line. Excellent reception by number 84 for the Irish, Dale Weimer, 180-pound junior. As I mentioned, Beck really hammered as he let go of the football, but nevertheless a 29-yard pass completion, and first down, goal to go for the Ursline Irish.
Boy, that was a perfect throw by Beck. Weimer had the defender beat, but the pass was right there. It couldn't have been thrown any better. And as a result now, Ursline threatening early.
First down, goal to go from the Warren Harding 1-yard line with just under 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ball carrier, that's Sterling Hayden in for the touchdown, his 8th TD of the 1984 campaign. And quickly, Youngstown Ursline draws first blood in the ball game. They lead 6-0 with 8 minutes 49 seconds remaining first quarter.
Well, Ursline right into the game plan. We heard Frank Thomas say prior to the contest they'll try those running plays. They'll run, and then they'll pass. And, of course, they got the big play there on the pass on a 3rd down and 5, or I should say a 4th down and 5, converting it down to the 1.
Number 2, Jeff Palambero to attempt the extra point. Ball is down, kick is in the air, and Palambero makes it a 7-0 score in favor of the Irish.
Now that touchdown drive, 35 yards in 5 plays, 3:11 the time elapsed. Nothing too tricky about it, just a big play there on the pass from Beck to Weimer. And Youngstown Ursline on the board quickly, 7-0. And any jitters that they may have had prior to the contest certainly went out the window when they recovered the squib kick. And then had a little bit of trouble running the ball against the Panthers, but the first pass, as you saw from Beck the Weimer, was good enough to get them down to the 1-yard line, and then it was just a matter of Hayden taking the ball in. So Ursline on top early, but I guess if you're going to get down 7-0, it might as well happen this early in the contest. It gives you plenty of time to rebound, and that's what the Panthers are looking for here.
Palambero to again kick off for Youngstown Ursline. Ruben Osborne, Vincent Galladay, the two deep men for the Panthers, back at about their own 15-yard line. Now the Panthers moving up about 10 yards on the field, closer to the kickoff unit of the Youngstown Ursline Irish. Let's see what Palambero does this time. This time another squib kick. It'll be picked up by Osborne at the 18. He fumbles back to the 15, picks it up, needs a block, trying to get to the outside, breaks one tackle, but he's going to be hemmed in way back at the Warren Harding 13-yard line. So two consecutive kickoffs by Palambero, who, by the way, is injured on the play. Two consecutive squib kicks by Palambero have paid off big benefits for the Youngstown Ursline Irish.
Boy, they sure have. The most unorthodox kicks that you'd ever want to see, but look where it pinned the Panthers down to. When you have a squib kick, you expect to get decent field position, assuming you handle it properly. But again, it took a bad bounce, and Panthers unable to get the good field position. And there you see them attending to Palambero. Not only did he kick the ball well, but he hustled down there. And very rarely do you see kickers down at the 10-yard line on their own kickoffs.
He's a valuable member for the Youngstown Ursline Irish. Besides his obvious kickoff capabilities, he also starts at a wingback spot offensively and defensively at a linebacker position for Dick Engle.
Now there he's trotting off the field. Now there you see the ratings as far as Ursline is concerned. Steel Valley, they're first, AP 7th, UPI 7th, and in the computer region number 2, they're second.
First offensive play for the Panthers, and Willie Perez fighting back to get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. No, that was not Willie Perez on the carry. That is number 36 for the Warren Harding Ball Club. First offensive player for Derek Galladay. No gain on the play, second down. Let's call it a long 10 yards to go for the Panthers. Warren Harding with their first offensive play from scrimmage with 4 minutes gone first quarter. They'll have the eye in the backfield. Ball carrier Galladay, running room 15, 20, 21-yard line. No, that's Ruben Osborne on the carry. Osborne with about an 8-yard pickup, third down. A long 2 yards to go for the Panthers. Willie Perez not in the ball game for Warren Harding.
It's interesting.
That is interesting.
Expected to start, but not in there at the moment. Galladay certainly a capable replacement, but Perez the leading rusher on the Panther squad.
Okay, now Willie Perez in there at the fullback spot. Up man in the eye. Ball carrier, running room for Osborne. 25, 30 has the first down. Up to the Warren Harding 33-yard line. Willie Perez throwing the key block on the play. The first down of the ball game, of course, for Warren Harding. A pickup of 12, first down, 10 yards to go with 7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining first quarter.
Well, even though Ursline got on the board first, if the Panthers can put together a nice little drive here and get some points out of it, it certainly would boost the confidence of the offense, knowing that they can move it on this fine defensive unit of the Irish and give them a big lift.
Stanley Owens will split to the left side. Dave Arnold flanked right side. Keller looking. Keller going to throw. Keller going to be sacked. Fumbles the football. Loose ball. They're going to call it an incompletion. Back at the 30-yard line. Number 68 from the defensive unit. That's Anthony LaRubio coming in to knock the ball out of Harvey Keller's hands.
Boy, the Panthers may have gotten a break there as Keller back to throw. It was tough to see. Evidently, the official right on the play, able to rule an incomplete pass. And here we'll have a chance to see it. There's where he gets hit, and I guess he did try to shovel the ball off at that point. Good call by the official.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers from their own 34-yard line. Robert Brown in motion, flag on the play, and they'll stop this one before it develops. Apparently, let's see, looked like the guilty finger was against Ursline. It will be an encroachment penalty against the Irish. And that'll move the ball up to the Warren Harding, let's call it the 39-yard line. and set up. Second down, 5 yards to go for the Panthers. Tony Montana, referee for tonight's ball game, giving us the indication. Now Dave Arnold will split about 5 to the right side. Second down, 5 yards to go for Warren Harding. Ball carrier Osborne, 40 on his feet, 45-yard line. That will be good enough for another Warren Harding first down, the second of his drive for the Panthers. Reuben Osborne looking quite impressive from that running back spot coming into the ball game. He had only carried 11 times for 84 yards coming into this contest. 7.6 yards per carry, which is excellent, but the fact that he's only carried the ball a little over 1 time per ball game, Harry Paytas, as we look at him again picking up the first down for the Panthers, obviously has to be a surprise for Youngstown Ursline.
That's true. They probably were figuring to key in on Willie Perez, who's carried the ball the lion's share of the time for the Panthers, but Osborne, as you mentioned, now with 28 yards and 3 carries.
First and 10. Perez running room. Perez 50. Perez 45. Perez down to the 43-yard line of Youngstown Ursula. First play or carry by Willie Perez in the ball game. A pickup of 13 on the play, and for Warren Harding, their 13th first down of the ball game. Their third first down of the ball game. But Harry Paytas, last week the Panthers offense finally putting it together against Niles McKinley, and looks like Warren Harding's picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect them to blow open the holes the way they have so far in that Ursline defense, because they're a highly respected defensive unit, but that offensive line is creating the holes for Perez and Osborne so far.
First down, 10 yards to go. Sweep time. Reuben Osborne with a blocker. Osborne inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line of the Irish. Man slightly shaken up for Warren Harding. That's number 62 for the Panther interior line, Marlon Seals, 240-pound senior. 4-yard pickup for Osborne. Second down, 6 yards to go for the Panthers.
One thing the Panthers will do with this particular offense, and so far what they've done in this drive, is use a lot of the east-west part of the field. They go left, they go right, and they use it wide as well. And that, of course, allows those scat backs that they have to pick their holes and utilize their running skills.
Owens to the left. Harley Keller to throw. Keller setting up, firing over the middle. Has Arnold 25. Arnold 20. Arnold 15. Arnold 10. Dave Arnold 5. Dave Arnold for the touchdown. Frankie Thomas said before the year began that Dave Arnold could be the best athlete to play for Warren Harding since the days of Paul Warfield. Boy, that's why he's made that comment, Harry.
Boy, he showed it there. He scored the touchdown on his own. Keller certainly did a great job of getting the ball to him, but for about 20 yards, it was an Arnold foot race after he made a fine cut. And the Panthers on the board, a big touchdown, showing Ursline that they're certainly capable of scoring. And that was a nice long drive that the Panthers put together, and now the opportunity to tie this contest up. There's the snap, the ball is down, and the kick is no good. The kick is no good, but the Panthers showing that they can get on the board, trail in the contest now, 7-6. 39-yard touchdown pass from Keller to Arnold, and that particular touchdown drive, an impressive one. 7 plays, 87 yards, 3:43 the time elapsed. And there you see the score, and here you'll see the pass. Arnold cutting across the middle. There's the move that springs him free, and then it's just a foot race to the corner of the end zone, makes the dive for the orange post, gets inside, and the Panthers missing the kick of the extra point, trail now 7-6, and that's kind of an ominous score for the Panthers, as they've lost 2 contests by that very score. But believe me, there's going to be a lot more scoring in this one with 5:06 remaining in the first quarter, and our prognostication of a low-scoring contest is in jeopardy here, Cap.
Harvey Keller to do the kicking off for Warren Harding, down 7-6. 5:06 remaining first quarter. And it's a good point, Harry. He has a squib kick. That'll be handled by number 5, Joe Diagidio, across the 20, 25, brings it up to the 27-yard line. 12-yard return by Diagidio, and that is where the Ursline Irish will get their hands on the football for the second time in the ball game. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 27-yard line. First time they had their hands on the ball They marched 35 yards in 5 plays to score the first touchdown of the ball game. So now the Panthers on a defensive unit with a little bit of operating room behind them, as the Irish have it 1st and 10 with the I formation. Back to Hayden, trying to turn the corner. Gets up to the 29 and really hosed in by the Panthers. Might have given him the 30-yard line, but excellent pursuit on the part of Warren Harding. That'll be about a 3-yard pickup for Sterling Hayden and set up a 2nd down and 7-yard to go situation for the Irish.
Well, Coach Angle mentioned prior to the game that Sterling Hayden a bit under the weather, suffering from a flu bug, and said if he leaves the contest, you'll know why. It'll be because of illness, but showing no ill effects so far in his running ability.
Richard Jenkins, number 21, at a wingback spot. Keneally hits a stone wall. Keneally going to be dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. I think he ran into Travis Davis to begin with, bounced back a couple of yards. Panther defense really fired up, and that'll set up 3rd down, 7 yards to go for the Irish.
That was 32 George Riddle who eventually got to him, but you're right, he hit a stone wall, tried to get the second effort, but then paid for it. There you see it.
That was Travis Davis that he ran into, and Travis a lot to run into, 250-pound, 6'3" senior.
There aren't too many people that wouldn't bounce off of Travis Davis.
3rd down, 7 yards to go from their own 30-yard line, leading 7-6 against Warren Harding. Draw play. Hayden going to be hit by Travis Davis. Davis staying home on the draw play and bringing down Hayden for about a yard pickup. That will set up 4th down and punting situation for the Irish.
Boy, Panthers have to be thrilled with the way they've stopped the run so far tonight in the first 2 series by Ursline. But it was the long pass that hurt him early in the contest. But as far as rushing is concerned, the Irish now with 7 rushes, and they've only picked up 15 yards.
High snap from center, gets over the head of Narduzzi. He'll pick it up at the 8, and he is going to be partially blocked, picked up by Osborne. 50, 10, 5, he is in for the touchdown.
Boy, oh boy.
Vincent Galladay getting the touchdown, but a flag on the play at the 20-yard line. And let's see what this is all about.
It doesn't look good for the Panthers, just the way the reaction of the official. I don't know.
It's going to be a clipping, the indication against Warren Harding, and that will nullify the punt return by Galladay for the touchdown.
Well, that's better than having it be offsides or something like that. At least the Panthers will get possession of the football. But as you mentioned, what would have been one of the most unusual touchdowns you'd ever want to see, nullified by the clip. But the Panthers at least with good field position.
The kick partially blocked as the snap went over the head of Narduzzi. Galladay fielded it at the 20. Apparently the clip occurring right there, and Vince Galladay rambling into the end zone for an apparent touchdown. But nevertheless, the Panthers have an excellent field position as we'll look at it again.
There you see, he got the kick away, and there was the clip. It's probably a good call, blocked from behind.
Color 30, Color 25, Color out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Really hammered on the near sideline by Sterling Hayden. Out and out quarterback sweep that time by Frank Thomas. A pickup of 15, and Harvey Keller a little slow getting to his feet. 5th first down of the ball game for Warren Harding. It comes with 2 minutes, 26 seconds remaining first quarter of an excellent, exciting first quarter of action from Allenkoff Stadium.
Boy, if it keeps up like this, we're going to have a humdinger down to the wire, no question. Panthers moving the ball extremely well against Ursline.
Tony Waite now in at quarterback for Warren Harding, the junior. Gives the ball to Osborne Nil for a 3-yard loss back to the 23-yard line. Number 55 for the defensive unit for Youngstown Ursline, Brian Carroll, 205-pound senior left side linebacker in on the stop. Nevertheless, Tony Waite, the junior quarterback, now in there for Warren Harding and trying to look on the sidelines to get any indication of what happened to Hardy Keller. Mention the fact here he was racked up on that sweep as Sterling Hayden made the stop.
Oh, Hayden really dumped him. And just hope he's okay and able to get back in the game.
2nd and 13 from the Irish 23. Reverse time not going to work for the Panthers. Kenny Ashnell back at the 24-yard line. And Pat Narduzzi in on the stop for the Irish. So that will set up 3rd down and 14. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining first quarter. And Tony Wade, reputation-wise, an excellent passer.
This is a passing down.
This is a passing down, exactly. Arnold will split to the right side. I formation behind junior quarterback Tony Wade. Reverse time. Arnold's not going to turn the corner, not going to get the block, and he's going to be nailed back at the 26-yard line. So that'll set up 4th down, and let's call it 17 yards to go for the Panthers with less than a minute remaining first quarter. Harvey Keller back onto the field.
Looks like they're going to try for the field goal. And if they do, that's a 43-yard attempt.
Wade will do the holding. They're going to line it up at the 33-yard line. 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ball is down. Kick is up in the air. It's going to be short. Correct direction, but about 8 yards short, and the Youngstown Ursline Irish defense rises to the occasion. Panthers at it, 1st and 10 at the Irish 20-yard line. Warren Harding turning over the ball back at the Irish 27-yard stripe.
Boy, the Irish got a break on 2 counts in that particular series as the clipping penalty took away the punt return for the touchdown, and then on the next play it was Harley Keller going down and took the Panthers out of what looked like a fine offense, and they were moving the ball quite well on 2 series. So Youngstown Ursline's defense holds, but they got a couple of breaks to do it.
D'Egidio flanked right side. Could be the last play of the first quarter. That's Hayden, the ball carrier. He moves up to about the 24-yard line. 2nd down. And let's call it 6 yards to go for the Irish. 10 seconds remaining first quarter. And that should be about it. Clock down to 4, and that will be the last play of quarter number 1. So the 6th meeting between Warren Harding and Youngstown Ursline first quarter-wise is history. With the Ursline Irish leading the Panthers, there you see it by a score of 7-6. And we'll be back with second quarter action. But first, we're going to pause for this message.
Stadium, the score 7-6, Youngstown Ursline over Warren Harding. We've completed 1 quarter of play, and we've had enough action in that 1 quarter to sustain us for a while. But hold on, there's 3 more quarters to go. Ursline with the football.
First play of the second quarter for the Irish. 2nd down, 6 yards to go from their own 24-yard line. D'Egidio in motion. Beck gives the ball to Keneally, running room close to the 1st down. Gets up to the 29-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the play for Anthony Keneally. That will set up 3rd down and about a yard to go for the Irish 1st down.
Well, Panthers dominated the first quarter in the statistical category as they had 53 yards rushing to Ursline's 18. 39 yards passing to Ursline's 29, 92 total yards to 47. Time of possession, Panthers with 6:23, the Irish with 5:37.
Third down, about a yard to go for the Irish 1st down. High in the backfield, number 21, Rich Jenkins, replacing Autumn Barrow at the wingback spot in the Irish backfield. He's the man in motion. Beck to Keneally, has the 1st down, stood up at the 30. Second effort gets him up to the 31. That will be enough for the 1st down, number 2 in the ball game for the Irish. Good second effort by Anthony Keneally that time. Mentioned the fact that he's the 5th leading rusher in the Still Valley Conference coming into the ball game. 2nd leading rusher, his running mate, Sterling Hayden.
Gives them quite a running attack, and of course we've already seen that they can also throw the ball quite well. Explains why they're number 7 in the state and number 1 in the Steel Valley Conference.
1st down, 10 yards to go, leading in the ball game 7-6. Kurt Littell split to the right side. Sweep time. Hayden has a blocker, works his way up to the 35-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. They say his knee went down at the 34, so let's give him 3. And call it 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Irish. What Frank Thomas mentioned in our pregame chat, the fact that Youngstown Ursline throughout the year has sustained 6, 7, sometimes 8-minute drives. So it's tough to keep the ball away from him, and those 3-yard efforts by Hayden and Keneally definitely do pay off in the long run.
Yeah, the ball control, that's the key to any football game, and Ursline has had great success with it.
High in the backfield. Hayden gonna hit the stone wall at the 35-yard line. I believe again it was Travis Davis making initial contact for Warren Hutting. Davis with an excellent first quarter of play, and it was big number 75 for the Panthers. 1 yard pickup, third down. Let's call it 6 yards to go for the average.
Well, when you can stop them on the first 2 downs and force them into third and long, then they have to put the ball up. And I guess if you had your druthers, you'd rather have that situation than to have them getting the 3rd and 1s where they can pick it up fairly easily with their 2 fine running backs.
Again, Littell will split to the right side. Beck to throw. Beck fires the football, overthrows the intended receiver, and again, George Beck fouled that one. Vincent Galladay hammering him as soon as he let loose of the football. It caused the pass to go. Orion set up the punting situation for the Irish. And for Youngstown Ursline, a team that only punted 12 times in the first 7 games of the year, this is punt number 2 in the contest.
And you saw what happened with the first one. They probably, since they haven't had to do it too much in a game situation, just a little bit rusty.
Narduzzi from his own 22-yard line. Good snap this time. High boot. Fair catch indicated and grabbed by Willie Perez way back at his own 24-yard line. 40-yard punt by Narduzzi. No return on the play. First down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers.
Now, this will be an interesting series now for the Panthers. They've moved the ball quite well on Youngstown Ursline. The last drive stalled when they had it at the 20-yard line, but they did it without their starting quarterback, Keller.
And Harley Keller back in there at the QB spot for Warren Harding, and a new running back out of that tailback spot, I believe number 33, Alan Caldwell. You saw Ruben Osborne coming off the field for Warren Harding. Alan Caldwell, the ball carrier, running room, 30, 35, close to the first down. Caldwell with a superb ball game last week against Niles McKinley. He picked up 88 yards and 9 carries. Coming into the ball game, 43 carries on the year for Caldwell. He's picked up 187 yards. That breaks down to a 4.3 yard per carry clip. Very, very close to the first down. And it is good enough for Warren Harding's 6th first down of the first quarter. Just under 9 minutes remaining in the first half of play. 6th first down of the half for the Panthers, I should say. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 34-yard line.
That's the 7th ball carrier for the Panthers tonight, so using quite a few players in and out of there, doing fine jobs.
Perez across the 35 up to the 39-yard line. 5-yard pickup that time. Second down, 5 yards to go for Warren Harding. Eight minutes, 20 seconds remaining second quarter. Second down, 5 yards to go for Warren Harding from their own 39-yard line. Senior quarterback Harley Keller. To Perez, 40. Perez to the outside, 45. Perez, first down at the 49-yard line of Warren Harding. First down, number 7 for the Panthers. That time for Willie Perez, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Here we have a chance to see it. The right side opening up a nice hole for Perez. Gets outside, picks up that first down, and the Panthers continuing their march.
Pat Narduzzi, number 84, making the stop on Willie Perez. 3 carries, 29 yards for the senior fullback for Warren Harding. First down, 10 yards to go. Panthers down 7-6. Reverse time, Ruben Osborne into Ursline territory, down to the Youngstown Ursline 49-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play, but Warren Harding definitely mixing up the offense here this evening. Same thing that occurred last week against Niles McKinley. And again, the Panthers showing good ball movement thus far into the ball game.
Cap, we should mention we're operating tonight with a new remote truck, and hats off to Mike Sparacino, Michael Safas, and crew in trying to get the new truck ready. They've had to put in many, many hours to bring this one to you, and our thanks to them for that. And hope the picture quality is as good, if not better.
Fumbled snap back by Keller at the 50-yard line. Ursline indicating they have the football, but apparently Warren Harding falling on it at that point. It'll go as a 2-yard loss on the play and set up third down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers. Second that effort, Eric. As far as Mike Sparacino, Mike's office, the Pilot 9 remote staff, they have put in a ton of time trying to hook up all the wires in the right places, and just the fact that we're here tonight is certainly a feather in their cap.
Well, the result of all this, of course, will pay big dividends, because as the kinks get worked out, we'll be able to bring you a much better telecast, and the equipment, of course, is just outstanding that they'll be working with. But during the transition, again, it's been a yeoman's effort by these people, and you got to compliment them on the air, certainly.
Timeout for Warren Harding will stop the clock with 6 minutes 32 seconds remaining second quarter. Third down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers from the Youngstown Ursline 50-yard line. Surprised that Warren Harding's been able to move the ball against Ursline this well.
Really have been surprised. Of course, what's been surprising is the multifaceted attack that Frank Thomas has employed here. As we mentioned, 7 different ball carriers. Willie Perez, who usually carries the ball more than anybody else, has only carried 4 times. Ruben Osborne has been used 6 times on attempts, but the Panthers really moving it well against this Ursline squad. And we mentioned that Ursline, the #1 team in defense in the Steel Valley, and you don't get state ranked and #2 in the computer poll for nothing, certainly.
Here we go. Third down, 10 yards to go for Warren Harding. Arnold to the left side. The ball carrier, Willie Perez, going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. So the same thing that Dick Engel called in the first quarter, Frank Thomas decides to go with here in the second quarter to try to catch the Ursline defense looking for the pass. They were not. They stopped Willie Perez for no gain. That'll set up fourth down. Punting situation for the Panthers.
And now the Panther, good punt here, puts Ursline in bad field position, and then it becomes a battle of field position. This second period has really settled down compared to the first.
McPherson, Diagidio back, John Church on the boot, high spiraling kick. Diagidio at the 15, 17, up to the 19-yard line. Good punt coverage on the part of Willie Perez for Warren Harding. 35-yard boot by John Church, a 4-yard return by Diagidio. So on the exchange of punts, Warren Harding picks up about 15 yards. And the Ursline Irish, with 5:50 remaining second quarter, have it first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now, Panthers playing them even up to now. They'll have to be cautious. They don't want that defense to be on the field too much of this game, because they want to save it for the second half. Ursline, a very strong team, the kind of team that will wear you down as the contest wears on.
High in the backfield, George Beck, senior quarterback, to Keneally. Keneally into the arms of Travis Davis. Travis Davis having one outstanding ball game up to this point, his 5th tackle of the ball game. And he is just staying right on and not being budged at all. Second down. Let's call it a long 7 yards to go for the Irish. Panthers hold here and force Ursline to punt. Warren Harding's going to wind up with excellent field position. Joe Diagidio, flank to the right side. 2nd and 7. Hayden, running room, 25. Hayden 30. Hayden 35. Hayden 40. And out of bounds on the far sideline. Sterling Hayden with a big run. A pickup of 22 yards on the play. They're going to spot him out of bounds at the Youngstown Ursline 43-yard line. That'll be good enough for the 4th first down of the ball game for the Irish.
Well, Hayden really turned on the Jets. Here you'll see it. He gets to the line of scrimmage and just accelerates, picking up the extra yardage and then being run out of bounds. But there you saw an example of why he is considered one of the fine runners in the state.
All-state honorable mention, the 1983 campaign. First string Still Valley Conference selection. Again back in 1983, and certainly headed that way again this year. Keneally, the ball carrier. Keneally across the 45, fights his way up to the 49-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Anthony Keneally. Second down, and a long 4 yards to go for Youngstown Ursline. 4 minutes 30 seconds remaining second quarter. Irish leading Warren Harding 7-6, and the Irish on the move. Again, Diagidio's flank to the right side. Beck, bootleg, fumbles the football out of bounds on the far sideline. Hit hard at the 49-yard line. Actually, on the fumble, might have picked up about a yard on the play up to the 40. Well, let's see where they're going to spot it. Right back, just shy of the 49, so that's gone a third down, and again, 4 yards to go for Youngstown Ursline.
Well, Beck really made a bad decision there in trying to pitch the ball. Hayden didn't have any running room anyway. He would have been the intended receiver of the pitch.
High in the backfield, Beck to throw. Beck getting time. Beck looking, Beck firing, complete inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Excellent reception that time by number 21, Rich Jenkins, the wing back for the Irish. A big pickup for Youngstown Ursline, 18 yards on the completion. First down, 10 yards to go for the Irish.
Boy, Beck can throw the long ball, no question about it. As he picked out Jenkins, here we see it. He rolls, he has plenty of time to pick out his receiver, but watch Jenkins catch. There it is. And barely hung on to the football.
First down, 10 yards to go. Mike Diagidio this time. Will flank to the left side. Ball carrier, Hayden slips at the 30. Pickup of about 2 for Sterling Hayden. In fact, they're going to mark him down just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll set up second down. And 8 yards to go for the Irish. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining second quarter. Number 5, Joe Diagidio. Flank to the left side. 2nd and 8. Bootleg, ball flipped back to Hayden. He's going to be hammered. Back at the 35-yard line. George Beck really belted by Kenny Ash to set up the errant throwback. Ash a little shaken up on the play. It'll go as the loss of about 5 on the play for Youngstown Ursline.
Well, another poor choice by Beck. It seems like he should be keeping the football when he's pitching it. That's the second time consecutively on the option that he's decided to pitch after he's been hit. Here we see it. And the pitch, of course, gets Hayden in trouble. And we have an injury.
Youngstown Ursline ball player shaken up back at the 30-yard line. There has been some hard hitting going on, and that is Kurt Littell, who is the son of Commissioner Tony Littell. But isn't anything serious for the senior split end. Littell being assisted to the sideline. Nevertheless, a lot of hard hitting thus far in the ballgame.
Boy, they're not unexpected, though. Both these teams with great defenses, and we're seeing exactly why as they're hitting hard, and there are going to be some injuries in this one. But good clean hit so far. We did see one game earlier in the year between Warren Western Reserve and Youngstown Rain, which was not one of your cleaner games. This one's clean, good hitting.
3rd and 13, passing situation for the Irish. Beck to throw. Beck getting time. Going to fire the ball. Overthrows the intended receiver. Knocked down at the goal line by David Arnold. Intended receiver on the play, that is the tight end, number 89, Pat Narduzzi. And that'll set up a 4th down. Probable punting situation for the Irish with 2 minutes, 47 seconds remaining first half.
Now, you'd have to think they would try to punt. Here we'll have a chance to see the pass. And we mentioned Beck throws a nice ball. And this time just overthrows the receiver. And he can hurl it.
Narduzzi to do the booting from the Panther 48-yard line. Again, a high snap. Narduzzi gets it away. High kick. It'll hit inside the 5 and roll into the Panther end zone. 35-yard punt by Youngstown Ursline, and Warren Harding with 2 timeouts remaining, trailing in the ball game 7-6. 2 minutes 40 seconds remaining second quarter. Have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this is an interesting place to be. Your own 20 with 2:40 remaining in the half, and you don't want to do anything too foolish down here because obviously you don't want Ursline to get on the board any more than they have. On the other hand, sure would be nice to go into the locker room with the lead. So be interesting to see what Frank Thomas calls here. I would suspect he'll play it somewhat conservatively. That is, keep the ball on the ground, but you might see him trying to open it up as far as the running game.
Perez up to the 25-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play for Willie Perez. That will set up a 2nd and 5 situation for Warren Harding.
This is oftentimes where you get into the wing-back reverses and some of the plays that might spring you a long yardage play, but you don't want to risk putting the ball up in your own territory down by just 1 in the 2nd period.
Perez coming into the ballgame. We were mentioning the top rushers in the Stevati Conference. Willie, number 7, averaging 5.1 yards per carry, 455 yards on the year. That time, Perez has a little bit of running room, gives up some ground, and it's going to cost him. Got up close to the 29-yard line, but decided to give a little bit of ground and lost a couple of yards back to the 27. 3rd down, 3 yards to go for Warren Harding. Panthers 1 out of 3 in 3rd down conversion attempts as we're down to 1:40 remaining first half.
Gee, I hope that 7-6 doesn't stay that way. My goodness, Panthers have lost 2 games by that same score. I don't think it will. Do you, Ken?
Both in the Stevati Conference.
That's right. Wardman and Cardinal Mooney. That's right.
In fact, the same officiating crew was down at the Cardinal Mooney ball game. Perez running room. Perez 30. Perez 35. Perez 40. Perez 44-yard line of Warren Harding. 17-yard pickup for Willie Perez, and that is the 8th first down of the ball game for Warren Harding. Clock down to 1:10 remaining in the first half. And again, the Panthers still with 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, now with the ball at the 44, there's a little bit of room, a little room for mistake. Here we see the replay. Perez with a nice hole off the left side, makes a good cut, and picks up that nice first down and gets the Panthers into operating room.
Less than a minute remaining. Youngstown Ursline with too many men on the field as the draw play. Two flags on the play. Up to the 49-yard line goes Alan Caldwell. They'll make that Ruben Osborne the ball carrier, but again, 2 flags on the play. 1, Ursline had 12 men on the field. Jeff Palambero, who just re-entered the ball game, tried to race off prior to the snap, did not make it. 2nd flag, don't know what that's all about.
I have a feeling the 2nd flag may just be reinforcing the first. It was pretty obvious that they had the 12th man on the field, and as a result, it should be a 5-yarder against the Irish.
Caldwell picked up 5, Osborne picked up 5 on the play. So the Panthers will save it down if that is indeed the only penalty on this particular play. One flag negated. Oh, whoa. Don't know about that one.
There were 12, I believe.
There were 12. Another flag here on the near sideline. There were definitely 12 men on the field for Youngstown Ursline. Palambero just hit the hash mark when the ball was snapped. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Keller to throw. Keller looking. Keller going to run with the football. Keller 45. Keller 40. Keller down at the 40-yard line of the Irish. That'll be good enough for another Warren Harding first down on the 10-yard pickup by Hardy Keller. And the Panthers will utilize their 2nd timeout to stop the clock with 34 seconds remaining first down.
Yeah, Harley Keller sure showing versatility. He runs the ball very well, and that gives an added dimension to that passing game. Because when he fades back to throw, if Arnold, his primary receiver, is covered and then he has the safety valve in a bad position, he's able to scramble and pick up the necessary yardage. And that gives the Panther offensive attack an added dimension when he can do that. Of course, when you do that and you're running your quarterback that way, it risks the injury that just happened to occur at an untimely time in the first period. And Keller had to miss a series when they really needed him. So I think Frank Thomas would just as soon not see him run, but on the other hand, if he can get there, pick up the first down and avoid the injury, so be it.
Panthers have looked impressive offensively here tonight. They're in with 9 first downs. And they have moved moved the ball quite well each time they've had their hands on the football. Ursline scoring their touchdown, of course, after recovering the squib kick to open up the ball game and marching 35 yards in 5 plays. But outside of that, the Irish really haven't done too much during the course of the first 2 quarters of play.
Yeah, the first half statistics will definitely favor the Panthers.
Arnold split to the right side. Harley Keller to throw. Harley Keller firing the ball to Robert Murray, incomplete at the goal line. Pass was there, but Murray unable to make connections. Incompleted pass will stop it with 28 seconds remaining, quarter number 2. Excellent pass by Harley Keller, but just one of those things, possible.
Oh, it really was. It looked like Murray may have looked over the wrong shoulder initially, and as a result, lost sight of the football. The pass was well thrown. It would have been a magnificent catch had he been able to make it. But the Panthers just couldn't convert on that particular pass. 28 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Still some time, though.
Stanley Owens this time will split 8 to the left side. Arnold flank to the right side. Ruben Osborne, the man in motion. Harvey Keller going to be sacked. Back at the 49-yard line, number 89, Pat Narduzzi making the stop, and the 9-yard loss on the play for the Youngstown Ursline Irish. Panthers will stop the clock with 14 seconds remaining, 2nd quarter, 3rd down, 19 yards to go.
Now there you see the quarterback sacks. Youngstown Ursline with 15, Harding with 11 on the year. And there was a big one by Narduzzi as he came in there just when it looked like the Panthers were moving the ball and trying to at least get into position for 3. Still have that possibility remaining with 14 seconds left, but it's going to make it difficult now.
Youngstown Ursline leading 7-6 as we look at the Irish defensive unit. Saw number 2, Jeff Palambero, who was injured early in the 1st quarter, back in there for Dick Engel's ball club. 3rd down, 18 yards to go for Warren Harding with 14 seconds remaining, 2nd quarter. Harley Keller with Willie Perez behind him. Panthers out of timeouts. Keller to throw. Keller getting time. Keller over the middle, overthrows the intended receiver. Stanley Owens open at the 30-yard line, but the pass overthrown. That'll set up 4th down. 18 yards to go from the Irish 48-yard line with just 10 seconds remaining, 1st half.
There you see Ruben Osborne. He was in a crossing pattern as well, off to the near sideline, and thought he was open. But so was the man cutting across the middle, and the ball just fell incomplete anyway.
Well, Panthers going to punt it away with just 10 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ursline
John
has
Church back to do the booting.
Ursline has nobody back.
Church gets it away. Short kick. It'll hit at the 25. Take a Panther roll inside the 20, inside the 15, and be down at the 13-yard line as time expires, ending the 1st half of play. After 2 quarters here at Mollenkopf Stadium in Warren, Ohio, the 6th meeting between Youngstown Ursline and Warren Harding. The score. But first, we're going to pause for this match.
Good football team. They got a good, solid defense, and they've got a good quarterback who can throw the ball. It should be an interesting 2nd half.
What do you look for?
Well, Harding's got it going running-wise. You got to stay with that. You got to throw the ball once in a while to keep Ursline off balance. And Ursline's just got to try and stop the Harding offense, which has not been real hard to do up until tonight. But Ursline has the capabilities of throwing the ball, and like I said, it ought to be an interesting ball game.
Okay, Harley Keller will kick off to open up the 2nd half for the Panthers. And the deep men for Youngstown Ursline back at about their own 10-yard line. Number 5, Joe Diagidio on the near side, Sterling Hayden. Kickoff, squib kick. That Palambero will take it to 16. Has blockers. Palambero 30, flag on the play up to the 39-yard line. But a flag thrown in the vicinity of the 27-yard line of Youngstown Ursline, and that could indicate a clipping infraction against the Irish. Somebody really hammered for Warren Harding down about that point.
Well, it looked like it could have been a nice return. Probably will be cut in half anyway. And I can't imagine it would be anything but clipping or an illegal block.
There
There you see some Pilot 9 fans. Oh, not number 1, number 9.
Half the distance to the goal line will take the ball inside the 15, and they'll set it up at the 13.5-yard line of the Irish. Holding the indication against Youngstown Ursline. So that's where the Irish will put it in play to start the third quarter. First down, 10 yards to go. Again in the backfield for Youngstown Ursline, the quarterback number 17, George Beck. Fullback number 41, Anthony Keneally. And the tailback number 23, Sterling Hayden. Hayden, the number 2 rusher in the Stillwater Conference, and Keneally, number 5 in the SVC up to this point in the schedule. Keneally going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Picked up maybe a yard up to the 15-yard line. John Church making initial contact for the Warren Harding Panthers. A pickup. Now let's give him 2 on the play and call it second down, 8 yards to go. Fourth tackle of the ball game for John Church. Mention the fact that Travis Jackson had an excellent first half. So did the brother of the man we just talked to a couple of moments ago.
Boy, Keneally averaging 77 yards per game coming in with just 19 yards right now.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Hayden gonna be hit. Loses a yard back to the 15. And again, it was number 75, Travis Jackson, along with number 79, defensive left end Jimmy Bell, making the stop for Warren Harding. That'll set up third down. Let's call it a long 8 yards to go for the Irish.
Hayden with just 43 yards now and 10 carries, averaging 91 yards per game coming in, but he's the type of runner that can break one, and he'd be up there in a hurry if he did. So a little premature to be talking about keeping him in check.
Kurt Littell will split to the right side. Back to throw. Getting time. Not going to throw the bomb. Has Narduzzi intercepted. There'll be a flag on the play. Osborne has it at the 50. He'll return it to the 40-yard line of the Irish, but somebody tripped Bill Narduzzi, or Pat Narduzzi, the intended receiver, on the play at about the 50-yard line.
Well, Narduzzi did go down. It's just a matter of whether it was an intentional trip. It appears as though it certainly impeded his opportunity to catch the football, in which case the call would be justified. But that's a tough break, because I think the ball was overthrown anyway, and I don't think Narduzzi could have caught up with the football.
Interference, the infraction against Warren Harding, and that will give the Irish a first down. They'll move it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the Warren Harding faithful now getting in on the act. They'll move it back to the line of scrimmage, marked off 15 yards, and the Irish will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's a tough break. It was a play that was, of course, designed in desperation because it was a third down situation, but the Panthers get called for the interference, and Ursline keeps the drive alive as the result of the flag.
6th first down of the ball game for Youngstown Ursline, and it helps take the Irish out of a big hole. First down, they spot the ball at the Irish 31-yard line. Again, the Irish lining up with the I formation in the backfield. Diagidio, the man in motion. Hayden, the ball carrier on the dive play. Pickup of a couple up to the 32-yard line, possibly to the 33. That'll set up second down and about 8 yards to go for Youngstown Ursline. Less than 10 minutes remaining, third quarter. Irish have it 2nd and 8 at their own 33-yard line. This time Youngstown Ursline will flank Rich Jenkins to the left side. And their defense able to control the Irish for the most part in the first half. Beck, sweep time. Hayden across the 35. Going to be hit hard at the 38-yard line. That time Hayden with about a 5-yard pickup on the play. In fact, let's give him 5 and call it third down, about 3 yards to go for the Irish first down. Youngstown Ursline 1 out of 7 in third down conversion attempts up to this juncture of the ball game. And we are right now at the 9-minute mark remaining, quarter number 3. One big play in the ball game for the Irish on 4th down. And about 6 to go from the Panther 30-yard line. Quarterback George Beck hitting wide receiver Jeff Palombero on a 29-yard pass completion to set up the Irish score. Sweep time. Hayden cuts back nicely, gets across the 40, close to the first down, and a flag on the play.
That's in holding territory back there, or illegal use of the hands, certainly. Well, clip. Got it right, 1 out of 3.
Dick Engel wanting an explanation on the far sideline. And 15 yards from the spot of the foul, the 35-yard line will move the ball all the way back to the Irish 20-yard stretch. So that nullified a first down run by Sterling Hayden. And the 15-yard infraction will set up 3rd down and about 20 yards to go for Youngstown Ursline.
Well, the penalties have a way of evening themselves out here in this drive, as that's a tough break for Ursline. This is a very dangerous Ursline team. When they have the lead late in the contest, they have a tendency to hang on to that football and grind it out. So the Panthers need to do something here. They'd like to hold on this series.
Reverse time. Hayden up to the 24, to the 25, and no more. 5-yard pickup on the play. He needed 20. That will set up a 4th down and another punting situation for the Irish. Youngstown Ursline, as we mentioned in the first half, punted the ball 12 times in the first 7 games of the year. Right now, I believe this is the 4th punt of the ball game.
Yeah, 4th one. You're right.
Which speaks very highly for the Warren-Harding defense.
Boy, their defense has been outstanding. And they really haven't been on the field an inordinate amount of time, so they should be in pretty good shape.
Panthers going for the run back. Narduzzi with the line drive kick that will be returned. At the 40-yard line, Osborne looking for the wall, will not find it. Gets up to the 43, and that's all. Line drive, punt by Narduzzi. 36-yard boot and a 3-yard return, and a man shaken up by for Youngstown Ursline right at the 43-yard line. Osborne on the 3-yard return, and one of the men bringing him down. We don't have his number from up here in the press box. Yeah, that's Littell again. That's Kurt Littell, 2nd time in the ball game he's been racked up. Son of Commissioner Tony Littell from Trumbull County.
This time looks like they're administering to his arm.
Hey, one thing about Youngstown Ursline, the fact that the Irish do have 6 men going both ways, Harry.
That is. That was really surprising. When we went over the starting lineup there with Coach Engel, he indicated that, and a team with as many players as he's got on the roster and so forth, it's kind of surprising to see that many people going both ways. And so when you do have an injury to one, it's like losing 2.
Youngstown Ursline, as we mentioned, 2nd in Region 2 of the computer race. 1/2 point behind their bitter arch rival, Youngstown Cardinal Mooney. And both those teams meeting in the 10th game of the year. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Tony Wade in at quarterback for Warren-Harding, and let's see who carried the ball. The tailback for the Panthers, Reuben Osborne, about a 2-yard loss on the play back to the 42-yard line. So now the question, what happened to Harley Keller? Keller taken out for a couple of plays in the first half of action. Junior quarterback Tony Waite still staying in there.
I don't know that I see him on the sidelines, or do we?
One back behind Wade. He'll put the ball in the air. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 34-yard line, and the entire front 4 for Youngstown Ursline coming in to make the stop. Number 68 making initial contact, Anthony LaRubio. That'll set up a 3rd down and about 19 for the Panthers.
Well, what was good field position for the Panthers, sir, now is not. 3rd and long. 16th sack now for Youngstown Ursline on the year.
See number 12, Harley Keller, in bad news, standing on the near sideline, right arm in a sling.
Ooh, that's going to be costly. He was doing a great job of running that offense in the first half.
So 3rd down, 19 to go for the Panthers. Man in motion is Wade again to throw, getting pressure, going to be sacked. Back at the 30-yard line, and Ursline just teeing off on Tony Wade. That time, number 89, Pat Narduzzi with the stop, and the Youngstown Ursline defense Shows you why they're the #1 ranked Still Valley Conference defense this year, as they sack Tony Waite twice consecutively and set up a 4th down. Look.
There you see Keller with, and we're not sure when that happened. But certainly a big blow to the Panther offensive attack, and also Keller plays defense as well, kicks the ball.
John Church to do the booting for the Panthers from his own 20. Nice boot by Church. Fair catch indicated, and grabbed at the 41-yard line. Number 21, Rich Jenkins. 32-yard boot, no return by Youngstown Ursline. And the Irish have it 1st and 10. In fact, they're marking the ball at the 37-yard line of Youngstown Ursline. That's where the Irish will put it in play with 5 minutes, 14 seconds remaining 3rd quarter, leading in the ball game 7-6 over Warren Harding.
It's starting to look like the Panther defense is going to have to make a big play. They're going to have to either make Ursline cough up the football or intercept the pass and give that offense a lift. The offense a bit listless in their, at least the last series without Keller. So the defense will have to pick it up a little bit, and they've done a great job of holding Ursline up to now, but now need to force the mistake.
Hayden on the sweep for maybe 2 up to the 39-yard line. George Riddle breaking down the interference for Sterling Hayden. Donnell White, 250-pound defensive right tackle for the Panthers, coming up to make the hit, number 76. 2nd down, a short 8 yards to go for the Irish 1st down. Sean Lydon replacing Kurt Littell at the wide receiver spot. Hayden again the ball carrier for a couple up to the 43-yard line. Another 3-yard pickup by Sterling Hayden. 3rd down, about 4 yards to go for the Irish. Again, number 79, Jim Bell, in on the stop for the Warren Harding Panthers.
Now this is where Ursline can wind down the clock, pick up yardage, and with the lead, of course, no hurry to try to march the ball. They've got that fine running attack where they can really chew up the time and yardage.
Big play, Keneally, running room, 45. Keneally into Panther territory, down to the Warren Harding 46-yard line. Straight up the gut and a big pickup for Anthony Keneally. Travis Davis in on the stop, but not before Keneally picks up about 12 on the play. And for the Ursline Irish 1st down wise, that is number 7 in the ballgame. 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining 3rd quarter. Undefeated Youngstown Ursline leading Warren Harding 7-6. And the Irish starting to move the football.
There you see, this is the 6th meeting. Ursline leads the series 3-2.
Ball carrier again, Keneally inside the 45 down to the 41-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup on the play, setting up 2nd down, 5 yards to go for the Irish. And again, number 75 off the bottom of the stack for Warren Harding. Helped out by number 54, Travis Davis and John Church. Both having outstanding ball games. 2nd down, a long 5 yards to go for the Irish. 2 minutes, 55 seconds remaining 3rd quarter, and timeout indicated. And let's see.
It's officials timeout, it looks like.
Apparently an equipment problem on part of one of the Warren Harding ball players. Looks like Donnell White with a shoulder pad problem. Okay, all set to go. 2nd down, a long 5 yards to go. Lydon will split to the right side. Man slotted to the right side is D'Egidio. Ball carrier for the 3rd straight time. Keneally across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. About a 2-yard pickup for Anthony Keneally. That'll set up 3rd down, about 3 yards to go for Youngstown Ursline.
Once again, they're faced with 3rd and short because they've gained good yardage on their first 2 plays. And it allows them to try about anything, including the short pass. But the game plan so far for Ursline has been keep the ball on the ground. They've only thrown it 4 times.
High in the backfield. Quarterback Beck to Hayden. has the first down inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play and first down number 8 for the Irish. Well, Youngstown Ursline dominating the third quarter. We've played 10 minutes. Youngstown Ursline's controlled the ball for a little over 7 minutes here in the third quarter. And they are on the move.
Sure are, and as we mentioned, the ground attack has been it. They've not thrown the ball here during this third quarter. 2 of 4 on the evening. Good for 47 yards.
First and 10 from the Panther 34-yard line. George Beck, the quarterback, sweep time. Sterling Hayden breaks one tackle, picks up maybe a yard total on the play. Kenny Ash initially knocked into him back at the 37-yard line, and a flag on the play and holding the indication against the Irish. So that could be the break that the Panther defense was looking for. Hayden picked up a grand total of about a yard on the play, and it'll either be second down, 9 yards to go, or first down and about 24 to go for the Irish. And the 15-yard infraction will move it all the way back to the Warren Harding 48-yard line.
Well, that is a big play. And Ursline not helping itself there as they were on the march. Now setting up long yardage during first or second down.
Irish now with 53 yards in penalties on 5 infractions. Warren Harding, 2 flags for 30 yards on the night. First down, 24 yards to go from the Panther 48-yard line. Inside handoff to Keneally for no room. Nothing at all giving that time by the Panther defense. Again, Dick Engel trying to cross up Warren Harding, hoping that the Panthers were looking pass all the way. At that time, the entire middle of the Panther defensive unit, and again, number 75, Travis Davis, and number 54, John Church teaming up on the tackle. So that'll set up second down, and again, 24 yards to go for the Irish.
There you see the time remaining, clock ticking away with about 40 seconds left now in the third period. A period dominated by Ursline. Panthers trying to get in there and force the mistake, and this good situation for that to happen, second and long.
Beck to throw, Beck looking, getting time, going to run with the football, 45, Beck down to the 43 and really hammered at that point. Reuben Osborne coming up to make the stop, make that Kenny Ash coming up to make the stop. It'll go as about a 5-yard pickup on the play for Beck and set up third down. And let's see, about 18 yards to go for the Irish first down. And that should be the last play of the third quarter. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there's the whistle indicating the end of quarter number 3. So we played 3 quarters here at Mollenkopf Stadium in Warren, Ohio. The 6th meeting between the Irish and Warren Harding. The score, Youngstown Ursline 7, the Warren Harding Panthers 6. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes of tonight's ball game. But first, we're going to pause for...
And we've played 3 quarters, and Youngstown Ursline leads the Warren Harding Panthers 7-6. The first quarter opened up and looked like it was going to be a wide open, high-scoring contest, and all the scoring has taken place in that first period as we've settled into a defensive battle.
Third and long, back to throw, getting time, dumps it over the middle for Narduzzi, threw it behind him for the incompletion. So that will set up a 4th down and another punting situation for Youngstown Ursline. 4th and long from the Panther 42-yard line.
Well, the Irish have been struggling with the bad snap all evening. Panthers hoping that it may occur again. Glancing quickly at the third quarter stats compiled by Bob Church. Harding with 92 yards rushing, Ursline with 107, Panthers with 39 yards passing, and Ursline with 49.
Narduzzi on the punt, will hit at the 15, roll inside the 10, inside the 5, and it'll be down at about the 1-yard line. Excellent punt by Pat Narduzzi, 41 yards on the boot, no return, and Warren Harding, you can't get much closer to the Panther goal line.
Boy, that was a fine punt, and of course the Panthers, by not fielding it, find themselves in the hole. Continuing with the third period stats, total yards Harding with 131, Ursline now with 156, so the Irish surpassing the Panthers in total yardage. Penalties, Ursline 5 for 43, Harding 2 for 30, and then time of possession 21-15 now for Ursline, 14-45 for Harding. No question who won that third quarter.
Junior quarterback Tony Wade on the keeper, maybe up to the 1-yard line, and should have had a flag on that one. Somebody throwing a fist down in the midst of that group, but apparently in the course of play. Let's see where they're going to mark the ball at the 1-yard line, so about a yard pickup for Wade. In fact, let's give him the 2-yard line, call it second down, 9 yards to go for Warren Harding. 11 minutes remaining, fourth quarter.
Panthers have been stymied offensively here. Of course, they haven't had their hands on the football that much. Ursline with a very fine ground-out attack in the third period. Got no points, but certainly took a lot of time off the clock.
High in the backfield, Willie Perez, 5, Willie Perez, 10, Perez 20, Perez 30, Perez 40, Perez 50, Perez 40, Perez 30, Perez 20, Perez 10, Perez 5, touchdown,
No
Willie
flags.
Perez!
No flags.
98
No flags.
yards for the touchdown, and the Panthers lead 12-7 with 10:35 remaining, fourth quarter.
Holy cow, Cap, can you believe it? A 98-yard run.
Willie Perez, 7th touchdown of the year for the Panther fullback. And it gives the Panthers the lead here in the fourth quarter over Youngstown Ursline.
Well, I bet you Ursline hasn't had a letdown defensively like that in a long time. Just when they had the Panthers pinned in their own territory and it looked like doomsday for Warren Harding, Willie Perez has ignited this Panther offense and taken the lead.
99.5-yard drive for Warren Harding in 2 plays. Going for the 2-point conversion, flags all over the place.
Delay a game is the call on the 2-point conversion.
So now the Panthers will try it from 5 yards further back. Mention the fact that Harley Keller, with the injury, delay of game, the indication against Warren Harding. Harley Keller with the shoulder or arm injury, whatever it may be, is out of the ball game, and the Panthers with Teddy Bartholomew, their regular kicker, out with a broken collarbone, apparently now without individuals capable of trying the extra point attempt. They're going for the 2-pointer.
Well, they missed the first one, and they're just trying to make up for the missed extra point, going for the 2 here.
From the 7-yard line. Wade gonna keep the ball, cannot find the slot, and is down at the 6-yard line. But Warren Harding on a 99.5-yard drive, 2 plays. Willie Perez might have the school record with that one. A 98-yard gallop, 1 minute and 12 seconds for the score. The Panthers lead the Irish 12-7.
Here we'll have a chance to see it on the replay. The ball is at the 2-yard line, and Perez just gets outside, and once he does, breaks that tackle, he's off to the races. It becomes a foot race, and number 24 there for Ursline tried a last-minute attempt. Diagidio, and he couldn't get him, but then Perez goes in for the score. One of the most exciting touchdown runs in Warren Harding high school history right there.
You go back to Tyrone Hicks' 97-yard gallop against Niles McKinley back in the 1975 campaign before he can compare with Perez's gallop. Harley Keller in there to do the kicking off for Warren Harding. 12-7, the Panthers with the lead, and Keller's kickoff, again a swift kick. It'll hit at the 20-yard line. Picked up at that point to the 25, to the 30, and down at the 30-yard line. And the Youngstown Ursline Irish, with their 7-0 record on the line, 7th-rated team in the state of Ohio, now trailing Warren Harding 12-7, have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
What has happened here now is the crowd is in the game, and you better believe that Panther defensive unit is fired up. They've got the lead, and they are going to be playing good, solid defense. They just have to be careful not to be over anxious.
Jenkins flanked right side. Flea flicker dive. Back gonna throw the bomb. Intended for Jenkins. Over. Throw complete. 35. Jenkins to the 25 to the 24-yard line. And another super catch by number 21, Rich Jenkins, for the Irish. 45-yard flea flicker time for the Irish. Back on the pass to Jenkins. double coverage, but Jenkins hung onto the football. And Youngstown, Ursline, just like that, getting momentum back on their side.
Here's the flea flicker. It wasn't the flea flicker that fooled him. It was just a fine pass and a great catch by Jenkins after a Panther defender had fallen down. And there he gets the first down and puts the Irish in fine shape. And this one, no question about it, is going to go to the wire.
9:40 remaining fourth quarter. Beck will give the ball to Keneally for about a yard. Fumble on the play! And I believe the Panthers have recovered. They have it their own 21-yard line. Fumble recovery by Warren Harding. I believe it was John Church that came up with the football. It was John Church coming up with a fumble recovery. Let's watch it again, Harry.
Here we see Keneally now getting the ball. And fumbled it, and it was difficult to pick it up, but it looked like Church with the recovery.
So the Panther defense rises to the occasion. First down, 10 yards to go for the Warren Harding offense from their own 21-yard line. Leading over Youngstown, Ursline 12-7. Ball carrier Perez for maybe a yard.
Cartwheeling for a yard.
Total yardage-wise for Willie Perez on the night, 152 yards. In 10 carries. That breaks down to a nice 15.2 yard per carry average.
Always helps when you have a 98-yarder in there, though.
Second down, 9 yards to go for Warren Harding. 8:50 remaining fourth quarter.
Panthers in no hurry here. Certainly would like to move the football, though, and run some time off the clock.
Only one team has hit double figures against the Panther defense, and that was Youngstown East back in the second game of the year. Ball carrier Caldwell 25, Caldwell 30, has the first down up to the 33-yard line. Alan Caldwell really came into his own last week against Niles McKinley. 11-yard pickup on the play, first down, 10 yards to go. 11th first down of the ball game for Warren Harding. Gives the Panthers a chance to knock a couple of more minutes off the clock. As you mentioned, Harry, the fans really into the ball game.
They were pretty quiet during that third period when Ursline just completely dominated the football game. But now the Panthers lifted by that 98-yard run.
Perez, the ball carrier, across the 35 for about 5 up to the 37-yard line. They'll mark it at the 38, so give him a long 5 on the play and call it second down, 5 yards to go for the Panthers. Less than 8 minutes remaining in the ball game. And Warren Harding leading the 7th-ranked Ursline Irish 12-7.
Ursline has been a miracle team this year. We should probably add that. They have come up with the big plays when they've needed them. But the Panthers now very conscious of that, want to hang on to the football, not even give them an opportunity to get it.
Ruben Osborne outside 40. Osborne first down, 45-yard line, but a flag on the play. Flag thrown at about the 41-yard line of Youngstown Ursline, and it is going to be against Warren Harding. Probably a holding penalty at will against the Panthers, and that will nullify the first down and move the ball all the way back to the Warren Harding 26-yard line.
Now that's a tough break because now forces long yardage. Panthers not really wanting to put the football up in the air. But it's tough to make up that kind of yardage running the football, too.
So instead of 1st and 10, the Panthers now with second down, about 17 yards to go for the first down. 7:27 remaining fourth quarter, and the clock is moving. Panthers are going to have to hustle. Robert Murray bringing the play on the field for Warren Harding. Panthers have about 10 seconds to get the play off. Going to have to hustle, however. They're going to get zapped. Waits to Perez. Tripped up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Does keep the clock moving, however. Nevertheless, a third down, and let's still call it 18 yards to go for Warren Harding with less than 7 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Warren Harding's only had a total of 7 third down conversion attempts on the contest. 2 out of their previous 6 attempts. Dave Arnold back in there for the Panthers. And now Frank Thomas just almost going completely down to the last second before snapping the football, which is eating additional time off the clock for the Warren Harding Panthers. Here we go. Down to 6:20 remaining. Flag, and that time did not get the snap off.
Almost like it was intended to be that way. The Panthers in absolutely no hurry. They certainly don't want the 5 yards, but they do want to run as much time off that clock as possible. Now with 6:19 remaining in the game.
That'll move it back to the 22-yard line. 3rd down, and now let's call it 23 yards to go for the Panther first down. Arnold back out of the ball game. Murray back in there for Warren Harding. Panthers now with 55 yards in penalties. They've been flagged 5 times during the course of the ball game. That'll pretty much even up that department. Ball carrier Perez for virtually nothing to the 21. Fumbled after the whistle had blown. 4th down. And Youngstown Ursline will get the ball back with a little less than 6 minutes remaining in the ball game and trailing Warren Harding 12-7.
Well, the Irish certainly capable of scoring with that much time remaining. There's plenty of time in this game. Panthers had to play conservative there, though, because they were forced with 1st and long, and deep in their own territory, didn't want to risk the chance of coughing it up.
John Church to do the booting from inside his own 10-yard line. Ursline going for the block. Here come the Irish. Church, nice boots. End over end kick. Fair catch, taken right at the 50-yard line, and we have a flag on the play. We do. At the 50-yard line, number 21, Rich Jenkins, indicated a fair catch and caught it. And let's see if he was bumped by one of the Warren Harding ball players.
I'm not
Either
so sure.
that or he moved after he received the football.
I'm not
Let's see.
so sure he gave a clear indication of a fair catch. And that may be what they're discussing. Could have been an illegal signal.
Now they're talking to Mike Bell, one of the co-captains for Warren Harding. Excuse me, Jimmy Bell, Mike's brother.
The rules really do specify that signal has to be clear, and that's why you see a lot of the players waving their arms. Well, now what are they saying? No flag again?
No, Panthers declined the penalty.
Whatever, it's at the 50. Here we have a chance to see it. Church with the boot. They were trying to block it. He got it away. And he was touched there, but evidently it was against Ursline, and Harding just declined the penalty.
1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. The Irish back to put it in the air, back getting pressure, back going to run with the football. 50, going to be hit on the far sideline. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Warren Harding. Number 35 for the Panther defense coming up to make the stop. That's Robert Braun. And about a 3-yard pickup on the play. Call it 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Irish with 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining, 4th quarter. And Youngstown Ursline still with 3 timeouts remaining.
Really, the Irish don't have to be that concerned about running the ball out of bounds here. They've got plenty of time, and, you know, they only have 47 yards to make up here. And as you mentioned, the 3 timeouts, so there should not really be in that big of a hurry.
Backfiring, complete at the 40, close to the first down. Nice grab by Pat Narduzzi. Very, very close, and it could be a first down for Youngstown Ursline. That close enough for, nope, no measurement. First down for the Irish inside the Warren Harding 40-yard line. 10th first down of the ball game for Youngstown Ursline. 4 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the ball game. Panthers leading 12-7 over the Irish. Youngstown Ursline needs a touchdown to keep their undefeated season going. Remember last year they came up to Mollenkopf Stadium undefeated, and Warren Western Reserve did the job on them. Anthony Keneally inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. A pickup of about 5. 2nd down, 5 yards to go for the Irish first down. Four minutes, 15 seconds remaining, 4th quarter. Irish offense averaging over 21 points per game this year. held to just 7 by Warren Harding, and that was on their initial drive of the ball game. Littell back in there in the wide receiver spot. Beck to throw. Beck getting pressure. Throws it out of bounds. Incompleted pass will stop the clock with 3:54 remaining fourth quarter and set up third down. And again, 5 yards to go for the Irish. And you have to compliment the Warren Harding pass defensive coverage, especially in the secondary area, because they are keeping those receivers covered throughout most of this ballgame.
Like a blanket, you're right. And good pressure on Beck. Forced Beck out of the pocket on several occasions. He's been on the run a good part of the evening. That Harding defense, hats off to them. They played a great game, and now being called upon to save the game.
High in the backfield, 3rd and 5 from the Panther 34-yard line. Beck gives the ball to Hayden, has a block, 29, 26-yard line. A first down and a flag on the play. Could be a face mask against Warren Harding as Hayden slow getting to his feet. And if that's the indication, tack on another 13 yards, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, and that will move it inside the Panther 15-yard line.
Ooh, tough call there. Panthers not needing that, and real estate getting very difficult down there. You don't want to give it away, certainly, but the Panthers doing so with that infraction. And now Ursline with its first real threat of this game since it's early in the contest.
Beginning this drive just inside the 50-yard line. Moving it now to a 1st and 10 situation at the Warren Harding 13 with 3:49 remaining fourth quarter. And now the Panther defense really with their backs to the wall, trying to hang on to the 5-point lead over the Irish. And spoil for the 2nd straight year up here in Warren, another undefeated season for Youngstown Ursline. Irish will have a man to the right side. That's Jim D'Egidio. Ball carrier Hayden. Hayden for 2 down to the 11-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for Youngstown Ursline.
Hayden now with 74 yards. He's carried the ball 19 times. He's been the workhorse. He normally is. He's averaging 91 yards per game coming in.
3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining fourth quarter. 2nd and 8 from the Panther. Let's call it the 12-yard line. A long 8 yards to go for the Irish with the I formation in the backfield. Back to the quarterback keeper down to the 10 to the 9-yard line. About a 3-yard scamper that time. 3rd down. And let's call it about 5 yards to go for the Irish.
Interesting call coming up. 3rd and 6. They've normally gone to Hayden, but it is a definite pass call under normal circumstances. So flip a coin. Do you go to your all-state running back, or do you try to put it in the air in this situation? Of course, we are in 4-down territory as well, so they have another one to work with.
5 out of 12 on 3rd down conversion attempts. Hayden gonna be hemmed in. Gonna be dropped for the loss back up the 11-yard line. Went for the sweep, and Warren Harding's defense rising to the occasion. Man shaken up for the Panthers, the man that made the play possible on the far side. Gonna have to wait and see what his number is.
That's kind of the injury, of course, hopefully not serious, but it really helps Ursline regroup and get ready for this big 4th down play.
4th down, 5 yards to go with 2:02 remaining fourth quarter. Injury right there, and I believe that's Vince Galladay. That's who it is, number 11, Vincent Galladay, coming up from his clawback spot to make the initial contact and help with a stop on Sterling Hayden. So 4th down, 9 yards to go. The undefeated season for Youngstown Ursline. The pressure suddenly on the Irish offense. Ball at the Panther 12-yard line. What
a contest this has been, though, Cap. You know, you couldn't ask for more. started out like it was going to be just a shootout in the first period, and then settled down into a great defensive battle. And now this fourth period has become another semi-shootout anyway. Panthers, of course, getting the big run from Perez, the 98-yard run from scrimmage, giving them the lead. And now Ursline with the big threat. Nice hand now for Galladay as he's trotting off the field. But now we're down to cases here. 4th and 9. Youngstown Ursline. Warren Harding's defense has played an outstanding game. The fans on their feet urging the Panthers on.
So the Irish, the top 10 of the Buckeye State. Their computer ranking in Region 2. Their undefeated season on the line on this play. And timeout indicated and called by Warren Harding. First Panther timeout of the ball game. It stops the clock with 1:55 remaining fourth quarter. Kind of like the free throw shooter, Harry Pettis.
Make them think about it, huh? Also gives them time to regroup. Of course, they had time during the injury as well. Usually you see this happen during a field goal, but what a big play this is. We mentioned Ursline still has their 3 timeouts. So even if they fail here, conceivably they could get the football back with 1:55 remaining in the game. Panthers, of course, would like to put them in that position. Regardless of what happens here, though, that Panther defense has been outstanding against Youngstown Ursline here tonight.
As you mentioned, Willie Perez with a 98-yard run, but that unit out on the field right now, the defense for Warren Harding all season long has just played superb football.
Now we have to give credit to the offense, too, because Harley Keller has not been in there, their quarterback, during the second half, and yet the offense has done enough to get them on the board and give them a lead. And granted, they didn't see the ball that much because Ursline dominated the third quarter, but they've done what they've had to do to win here tonight, too. It's too bad there has to be a loser tonight.
Excellent ball game between two fine football teams here at Mollenkopf Stadium. Here we go. 4th down, 9 yards to go for the Irish from the Warren Harding 12-yard line. High in the backfield. George Beck, the quarterback. Now shifting into the shotgun, and a flag on the play. And somebody apparently, well, let's see. Let's hold everything. Encroachment against the Panthers will move it down inside the 12 to the 7-yard line.
The shift was done for that very fact. They tried to get the Panthers to jump it, and it worked. It definitely confused them. And there were flags all over the place, so there's no question about the call.
So 4th down, 4 yards to go from the Warren Harding 8-yard line.
What an interesting way to pick up 5 yards, though.
Here we go. High in the backfield. Back to the quarterback, and again, shifting into the shotgun. Panthers not falling for it that time. Timeout called by Beck.
They tried to do it again, and then they didn't know what to do once they got there.
First timeout for the Irish.
That is an interesting way to do things, though. That's what you call pulling out all the stops. Pick up 5 yards on the penalty because you confused the defense with your shift. And then once you get there, call a timeout. You didn't pull them offside, so let's regroup and see if we can't call a play now. Good coaching strategy.
4th and 4. You look at some of the big crowd here at Mollenkopf Stadium this evening.
I would not be surprised, Cap, to see them shift again. They probably figure that they can at least try to pull that Panther defense off again and get even closer to the first down. If nothing else, it certainly has confused that Panther defense, keeps them a little bit off balance, and then you can run your offensive play in hopes that you've kept them off balance and kind of confused them.
Well, let's go again. 1:55 remaining fourth quarter. 4th down, 4 yards to go at the Panther 8-yard line. Beck gonna throw, fired, intercepted. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, Reuben Osborne, 50, Osborne 40, yard line of Youngstown Ursline.
This one could be history.
Reuben Osborne rising to the occasion, as has the Warren Harding defense all year for the Panthers. Picked it off at the 5, rambled 51 yards, in fact make it 55 yards, down to the Youngstown Ursline 39-yard line, and that could about do it.
Keep in mind the Irish did use that one timeout on the offensive play. Here we see steps right in front of the intended receiver. He anticipated all along. A great defensive play by Osborne. He almost took it the distance, but hopefully for the Panthers that's going to be irrelevant. They've got the ball. Ursline with 2 timeouts. They can stop it twice. May get the football back again, but the Panthers would like to get the first down.
Brown still on his feet inside the 35. Third effort gets him down to the 33-yard line. Pick up of 6 on the play. Second down, 4 yards to go for Warren Harding. Down to 1:10 remaining in the ballgame. Panthers leading 12-7 over Youngstown Ursline.
Well, the Panthers probably ought to run. They don't want to get the delay a game. If they pick up the first down, this one's over. So you do want to take the time off the clock, but get that first down.
Dave Arnold will split to the right side.